Welcome back. We're back at Pascal. In the last 1 week, I worked on Maximus. So let me just quickly show you one render from it and then we can move on. Still working on the texture, still working on the width of the hair, but he's looking pretty good, isn't he? Okay, enough with Maximus. Let's get back to Pascal. I think I need a break a little bit from Maximus. Let's get back to Pascal. You ready? Okay. So, last time we finished with the blend shapes. Now we're starting building the joints, the skeleton. Okay, so we go in the right view. I think it was the right one, wasn't it? Amending the size of my joints. Lovely. And I start placing my joints. Yeah, I'm thinking, how should I build the foot? Yeah, there is a good place for the back toe. Let's get back into perspective view. Since we drew in a profile view, it's obviously in the center, so we just need to move it. Let me move this one out of the way so you can actually see. I think here will be fine. See what I'm doing in the outliner. Move them a little bit. Position them where we want them. We need another toe, don't we? I think with this one I went just with I did just IK handles for this. I didn't do FK rig, and I think that was a mistake. With Maximus, definitely I'm doing IK and FK. Because for some poses, you need an FK. It's better to use FK, but for some poses, it's better to use IK. So it's always good to have both. But since he is in the scene that I've chosen for the movie to animate later on, I'm resizing the size of the joints because it's too big. So just amend the radius there in the channel box. Click on the joint and amend the radius to the size. It's good. You know, you want to see it, but I don't like it being that big. You know. So what I was saying is, Pascal, in the scene that I've chosen from the movie, fingers crossed that I'll manage to do something nice with it. He's even in the other scenes, most of the time he's on Rapunzel's shoulder and he's so tiny. So I think that rig will work because he's in the scene he's not doing too much anyways. So he's just hanging there on Rapunzel's shoulder anyways. So yeah, that was IK was okay. But it was a bit difficult later on. You'll see when I'm testing the rig, because the animation that I did, it was more from the test rig that I did for him, and I kind of animated it, which wasn't perfect, but you know, it gave me an idea how the rig works. And so we added the second toe. I didn't activate the snap thing, did I? I thought I did, but I don't think I did. Upside down. Yeah, I know it's taking longer to place the joints, but it's good to be able to place them exactly the closest to the geometry that you want the joints to influence. I believe that I spend less time doing the weight painting later on if the joints are exactly where I want them and where I want them to influence the geometry. Orient joints. Because we were playing with them, we were moving them. So it's always a good practice to orient them because otherwise we will have problem afterwards, you know. Once you draw the joints, at least I figured out that when I started learning how to rig characters, not even characters, anything, rigging anything, because I've rigged a book before as well, you know. Um, I did not stress enough. I was missing the step where I was so concentrating on placing the joints where I wanted them that I didn't realize that orienting the joints is very important, you know, because afterwards it's not gonna work properly if the joint is not oriented. So that's why I'm spending a lot of time here to make sure that my joints are oriented the way that they should be. Because if you move them, their orientation is changing. And when I was learning in the beginning, I did not pay attention for that kind of stuff. Obviously, when I was following tutorials, they would tell you when to orient the joints. But when I started building my own rigs without watching tutorials and everything, um, it's quite um, it's quite easy to forget to orient your joints. Okay, what are we doing now? Are we going to start renaming? Yep, very important. So that's how I rename my joints. That's how I've been taught from one of the tutorials how to rename them. That's how I rename my joint scale from skeleton, and then I put the name of my joint. Always scale underscore not Sakel, scale. Yeah, it's not a capital L there, is it? In the first one as well. Oh, never mind. Doesn't matter. Alright, let's do a little bit fast here. Come on, go away. There we are. Fast forward a little bit. Yeah, this one is the back one, isn't it? Oh, but I should have put back left. Okay. Are we gonna mirror them or duplicate them? Oh yeah, always good to do the, let me put that here, a layer. Always put the different stuff in layer. It's very helpful later on, very, very helpful. And we're done. Okay, I will see you in the next video where we'll probably be either mirroring or copying the joints. Let's see. See you later.